a lesson because the officer said it. They allowed the father to speak to Haley as a courtesy because he's legally an adult.
Yo, yeah, it's not spitting on me.
They been help me get most. Eat a plate, every day like I hustle. Take a shit, they want after your wallet. Clutch on fire, I make the pilot. I hit the whip, don't get beside me. Still pink slip, you ain't got no knowledge. Walk out the truck, say up on the doorstep. Hit it to a drip, now your drip ain't got no help. Hit it to a drip, now that boy ain't got no help. With the whip, you shouldn't let me drive. I get rats, I'm feeling each pocket. It's a missile, my stick like a rock. With these pistols, they get out they body. Nigga whistle, that mean he in trouble. Put my rats down, made it double. This ain't real drink, it ain't bubble. I just want some rats on a scratch off. Know you having money on you a lot of ticket. They won't ask a nigga questions that up the fifth. I won't tell a nigga nothing, just get out with it. In the whip, I'm rushing. The Drake be rushing, it give you concussion. You spool all the same. We pushing the bucket. Catch a down back, then get lucky. Now you got frying pan, then you got metal. No hammer scrum, we look at his bezel. We'll give it down, nigga try well. I need Zot, just to reload. Hit your dope, like you got kilos. Hit the stick, it be trying to unload. Having scrum, I can't unfold. Wake up, eat rats, I put it in the bowl. Wake up, put a black, not colorful clothes. Pat the hole down, we done ran through the hole. Zot smell like poop, it's bad for my nose. I'm weird when I drive, I'm bad for the road. Spring rats on drip, I'm reaching the limit. I'm done for, it's over with. If you're on the spot,
What's up, Brown Pride?
To the spot, nigga got a honey chop. Got a stick, it might on the rug. Throw a fit, she might be in love. He be typing that just what he love. I couldn't go, I couldn't get it in the club. He be spooting that fear and that love. I need me a light, my block, and one eye. What you talking about? What you trying to hit about? Nigga hit the whip. Whip done spent that shit. Be fake, this shit.
Alright.
Work that, I was finna say. Odds be switched that.
What's up, Teach? Let's be switched out. That's an alright song.
Love it. Love it. It shows. Yes. Back in 3,000.
Gonna hit his venge right here. I have the wrong freaking dragon maze. Oh my gosh. I get the right dragon maze. Back on the scene.
19. Type on the scene. I just see yellow shit like it's despicable me. All these things with yellow shit, he started speaking on me. Post up with banana clip on 5-5 TV. Get my better, another can fold me. I'm in the spot with green cheese, bitch. I got a check on me. Fuck that, I got Quebec on me, bitch. I'm lost shit in smithereens. I got a Lex on me. I got a tech on me. I put a pen on that fucking receipt. Everybody paying me, bitch. Jim had a pen in my sleep. Jim had a pen in my sleep. That nigga broke that boy in the ditch. That nigga broke that boy in the hole. Nigga won't come around act like a bitch. So that boy can't slide no more. For a nigga ain't slide no more. Buck up, nigga ain't a lie no more. My buck up, now I'm alive with dope. That nigga tell on flex or roll. That nigga had to go heat up the stove. I'm on black shit, you like crow. I'm on that mess shit, ain't going home. I'm finna max shit out like pro. I just cash shit, I fuck alone. Bye-bye gang, we send them home.
Send him home.
Type on the scene. I just see yellow shit like it's despicable me. All they see when yellow shit, he start speaking on me. Post up with banana clip on 5-5 TV. Get my better, another can fold me. I'm in the spot with green cheese, bitch. I got a check on me. Fuck that, I got Quebec on me, bitch. I'm lost shit in smithereens. I got a Lex on me. I got a tech on me. I put a pen on that fucking receipt. Everybody paying me, bitch. Type on the scene. I just see yellow shit like it's despicable me. All they see when yellow shit, he start speaking on me. Post up with banana clip on 5-5 TV. Get my better, another can fold me. I'm in the spot with green cheese, bitch. I got a check on me. Fuck that, I got Quebec on me, bitch. I'm lost shit in smithereens. I got a Lex on me. I got a tech on me. I put a pen on that fucking receipt. Everybody paying me, bitch. Jim had a pen in my sleep. Jim had a pen in my sleep. That nigga broke that boy in the ditch. That nigga broke that boy in the hole. Nigga won't come around act like a bitch. So that boy can't slide no more. For a nigga ain't slide no more. Buck up, nigga ain't a lie no more. My buck up, now I'm alive with dope. That nigga tell on flex or roll. That nigga had to go heat up the stove. I'm on black shit, you like crow. I'm on that max shit, ain't going home. I'm finna max shit out like pro. I just cash shit, I fuck alone. Bye-bye gang, we send them home. Type on the scene. I just see yellow shit like it's despicable me. All they see when yellow shit, he start speaking on me. Post up with banana clip on 5-5 TV. Get my better, another can fold me. I'm in the spot with green cheese, bitch. I got a check on me. Fuck that, I got Quebec on me, bitch. I'm lost shit in smithereens. I got a Lex on me. I got a tech on me. I put a pen on that fucking receipt. Everybody paying me, bitch.
This is the new Dell AI PC with Intel inside. It helps save you time because it does all your busy work for you, so you can get busy doing what you want to do.
Don't send the double. Would have been better if you didn't send the double right there for me.
Join Google Fi Wireless and get $500 off Samsung Galaxy S25 with $200 off instantly. Immerse yourself in its realistic display
47.
and effortlessly elevate your portrait selfies with Galaxy AI. Don't wait. Order Samsung Galaxy S25 and save $500.
Can't get a big hit on here. Yeah. Taco Bell.
The entire region break see how Iran will respond following the against Iranian facilities tonight. This morning, fired by Iran, major millions of bomb shelters, 80 people injured in strikes, 10 different impact zones across this country. Now, earlier today, I spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and a small group
decided to ensure it's not does not. I trusted him. Second to
now, Trump as a decision maker, along with the friend of Israel. His comments came just hours after the launch strikes targets inside Iran. Fox News locations in those strikes as waiting to see if the fire this evening. Iran's foreign minister spoke to about the U.S. strikes, right, saying that
Islamic strong terms the United States aggression against Iran's peaceful nuclear facilities. It's an outrageous precedent of the principles of the Charter of the United Nations and international law.
say that all options are on the spot. U.S. overnight, of Gallant, a great stake funds.
And let's bring our Lieutenant H.R. McMaster, advisor, President Trump during the term, and senior fellow general. Always good to have you with us. Thank you. Today, sir.
It's great to be with you.
Have you with us. So I want to just interview this morning. I meet the press. This is the Vice President. He was pressed on, are we at war? A lot of, despite the fact that the president has said this dedicated and strong.
Not a war on, we're a war. Our national interest not going to do. Our strikes last night facilitated national objective. The Iranians, by attacking them, I think that was a catastrophic mistake.
That in a headline level, but also how much capability does Iran think Chairman doing? And they didn't respond at all.
Their capabilities, actions by these and then so have the strike, destroy their program, sure, block their path, destructive on Earth. But what past said earlier, right? Look is attack U.S. forces in the region, proxies. They may attack U.S. facilities and U.S. personnel. They're trying to shut down shipping industry. About 20% of the will.
Successful at that? Jumping in. Successfully cut off the street from those.
Temporarily, Martha, only temporarily. Because of the tremendous capabilities we have, and our ability to project power, which you saw quite dramatic yesterday, but we have considerable capabilities to counter. We have a lot of land, have a lot of ground-based strike against the weapon systems that they try to use to trade some moves. They could try to use these proxies and cut out responsibility, but they could try to deny responsibility for against ships and straits of Hormuz. They've done it previously as well. They could try to interdict shipping in the sea. Capabilities, I think is
Walking in the sacks and I'm watching. I don't care if you call me a stalker. 3 a.m. I'm outside, I'm walking. Out here starving, I'm just looking for some water. Nova gang, we creeping, yeah, we lurking. I'ma ride, I'ma die for my brothers. Hit the gas, then speed off, I'm racing. Ran into a pole, pulled a Paul Walker. I don't care if I'm evil, I'm a scumbag. Walk up in the house like I own it, cause I'm up next. If you take my nigga shooting in that motherfucker, nigga. Yeah.
Smoke, I'm tryna bubble. I'm tryna slide. Off his head. Tell my dudes in trouble. Custom my drip leather jacket like rubber. That hoe let me scar it, I'm keeping a rubber. The old so bright, gotta keep me a Jimmy. Rolling my phone, new Glocks and Millie. If I call him, that ain't got the ceiling. Get around gang, nigga start acting different. Get around this shit, nigga act like he winning. Cause that nigga I spinning like 50. Pussy that nigga I spinning like ceiling fan. I get this, I wrap it up and saran. I'm in these mark buying drip, you know what I'm saying? Slime your boy, that one part of the plan. Get in that spot, tryna serve him again. I never give up my trust again. I'm all these person, I fell in love. Pussy that nigga claim 9 tray, Billy bro don't know I'm broad, dog. I'm in the front seat, AIP, slide scrub. Yeah, street sweeper. Tryna go out, I'm still tryna re-up. In my back seat, better sit on the other side. I ain't letting no seat up. I ain't even worried about them niggas smile fried. They ain't tryna meet up. Chris Bosh,
got a heater. Got a reaper.
Get my money and all my teeth. Fuck. You a broken toe back, see the leader. Run for that pack like a damn receiver. Kept dissing the songs we beat them. Anything up, say unbelievable. Nigga be old. And I pop out with this that around trying to walk down Shrine no. So many shots in air.
I triple A, bro. I triple A.
Still doing shit you ain't seen before. We get caught.
There's an instant code.
Bitch, I'm big as a clone. Break down Glock, I'm coming in the show. King Cobra can't wipe my nose. I don't know, bro, he is not my bro.
Beat up Ferguson, walk.
Geeked up on antidote. Nigga don't die, keep making these posts. Hop out B, ain't hit no road. I put down Glock, so I'm how to
Tier 9, bro.
Cut that red and bubble. Put that shit out, I want undercover. Smoke, I'm tryna bubble. I'm tryna slide, knock off his head. Tell my dudes in trouble. Custom my drip leather jacket like rubber. That hoe let me scar it, I'm keeping a rubber. The old so bright, gotta keep me a Jimmy. Rolling my phone, new Glocks and Millie. I call him, that ain't got the ceiling. Get around gang, nigga start acting different. Get around this shit, nigga act like he winning. Cause that nigga I spinning like 50. Pussy that nigga I spinning like ceiling fan.
Show him how to bubble. I sit red and bubble.
Trying to flip some. Dudes they like, where the hell you get the dress from? And for that pipe, nigga trying to sip some. And for that pipe, you got some coming. Get the scrap out that dress. Drip the Drake, they be help me get motion. Eat a plate, every day, let where I hustle. Take a shit, they want after your wallet. Clutch on fire, I made a pie. I hit a whip, don't get beside me. Your pink slip, you ain't got no knowledge. Walk out that truck, say up on the doorstep. Hit it to a drip, now your drip ain't got no help. Hit it to a drip, now that boy ain't got no help. With it whip, you shouldn't let me drive. I get rats, I'm feeling each pocket. It's a missile, my stick like a rocket. They get out everybody. Nigga whistle, that mean he in trouble. Put my rats down, made it double. This ain't real drink, it ain't bubble. I just want some rats on a scratch off. Know you having my young, you a lot of ticket. They won't ask a nigga question that up to 50. I won't tell a nigga nothing, just get up with it. In the whip, I'm rushing. The Drake be rushing. It give you concussion, they spool all the same. We pushing the bucket. Catch a out down back, then get lucky. Now you got frying pan, then you got metal. No hammer scrum, we look at his bezel. We'll give it down, nigga try well. I need Zot. Just a reload. Hit your dope like you got kilos. Hit the stick, it be trying to unload. Having scrown, I can't unfold. Wake up, eat rats, I put it in the bowl. Wake up, put her black, not colorful clothes. Pat the hole down, we done ran through the hole. Zot smell like poop, it's bad for my nose. I'm weird when I drive, I'm bad for the road. Spin rats on drip, I'm reaching the limit. It's done for, it's over with. You on the spot, nigga get banned out. Go to the spot, nigga got a honey chop. Got a stick, it might on the rug. Throw a fit, she might be in love. He be typing that just what he love. I couldn't go, I couldn't get it in the club. He be spooking that fear and that love. I need me a light, my block, that one eye. What you talking about? What you trying to hit about? You hit the whip. Whip done spent that shit. Be fake, this shit. It's script that. I was finna say, odds be switched that.
Odds be switched out.
She want Lululemon, I want bankroll, I'm in that trap spot. Nigga bought me for a show, bitch, bleed that motherfucker so loud. Yeah, a whole lot of thick shit, whole lot of ass out. Yeah, my advance, I bet you see how this shit turn out. Yeah, I'm in the den with all the members, so can't come to the house. Yeah, I know a nigga did it out, do whatever he can, just get him a little bit of clout. Yeah, and the truck can't pay the couch, bitch, them shots right through it house. Yeah, hear that internet scratching out. Yeah, we slime house, take it to the big house. Yeah, got young Bruce front yard, look out. Yeah, they find shit, I should do it power. Yeah, I'm by myself on the dope bar out. I love you, I'm fair rock out. I don't be knowing if a nigga gon' do the same, so I think to myself like damn. Should I really risk my life for a nigga that wouldn't do it for himself? Rats that like they on. Yeah, whole lot of shit on my belt, whole lot of shit on my belt. Bitches firm on club, push up in the smoke club. I'm at the 4-8 getting them perfect twin, trying to make it the next year. Yeah, feel like I'm addicted, I lost my uncle, and I ain't even shed no tears. Yeah, been through a lot of years. Go my cone, I wish my baby was here. And get shit tap the gas, the motherfucker gon' skirt all loud. Don't keep up with none of these cat nigga emotional with my whole life. I can't go against none of my bros, don't care if they right or not. She want Lululemon, I want bankroll, I'm in that trap spot. Nigga bought me for a show, bitch, bleed that motherfucker so loud. Yeah, a whole lot of thick shit, whole lot of ass out. Yeah, my advance, I bet you see how this shit turn out. Yeah, I'm in the den with all the members, so can't come to the house. First blood. Type on the scene. I just see yellow shit like it's despicable me. All they see when
I know it hurts, buddy, but we gotta get you away. Hang on. Hang on. I know it hurts, man, but we gotta get you moved. Okay, this is good. Right here.
This man was found moments away from burning to death and barely alive, but the investigators on the scene would soon make the chilling discovery that he was not the only one trapped inside the burning house.
We got everybody out? There's 2 people inside? Lafayette, please! I hear something in there.
As soon as the detectives rescued the survivor, they began to realize the case was not just about the fire. It was something far more disturbing.
My sister here saying that someone shot the landlord in the house that he was in with him.
But the true horror of what happened that night would only come to light when a grieving friend stepped forward with revelations that changed everything.
Well, that was in the garage. It looked like he ate it.
What the Oh my god.
And I know the fire was intentionally set.
Lafayette, please, 911.
Shot fired.
Somebody got shot?
Yes, ma'am.
Did somebody shoot you?
Yeah, no, that was there to stab me.
Okay, is the person there that did it?
Whoa! Fire!
What?
Fire!
Okay, what's that noise going off? Are you still there?
In the early hours of April 7th, 2018, Lafayette police were immediately on their way to the location.
Over here, have a seat.
When the police arrived, the sight was horrifying and exactly how the 911 caller had described it. The entire house was engulfed in flames. Near the mailbox, they found the 911 caller named Jimmy Knights clearly in pain. But it was what they couldn't see yet that would haunt the investigation, because inside that burning home, another man was still trapped, waiting to be rescued.
Get medics here. I have the subject out front as well that's been stabbed, bleeding. Okay, we need to probably get him moved, if we can. Hey, do you want to glove up? We're going to carry him away. Yeah. Hey, can you walk? Can you see if you can stand up? All right. Can you move this arm? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Come on. Hey, we're just going to grab you if you can't stand up, okay? Oh. I know it hurts, buddy, but we got to get you away. Hang on. Let's go down here. Oh. Hang on. I know it hurts, man, but we got to get you moved. Okay, this is good. Right here. It's Lafayette, please. Okay, I just need you guys as soon as you can, please.
Yes.
Hey, I need you out of the house. There's a fire next door. You need to get out right now, please.
Okay.
Are you the only one home?
No.
How many are in here?
I got one in the bedroom and I got 3.
Let's get them out quick, please.
It was only after the flames grew more intense that the investigators would realize Jimmy's landlord, Ron Wiles, was still inside the house, likely burning alive.
What? Try it. Hit it. Do it again. Please, get it on yourself.
Investigators tried to break through the front window, unaware of what had caused the fire. They were completely unprepared for what waited inside.
So what, do you guys have a gas mask in your car?
I do not.
Who is that?
That is the guy that I think is stabbed.
Hold on. You guys have... Yeah, we're hitting you right now.
Smoke was coming out through the top of the roof. It was coming out from underneath the door and around it. And at one point, we had to back away because we were all kind of coughing at that moment. We had possibly another person still inside the house, so we couldn't account for him or even what was going on in there.
The fire, along with the smoke and heat, would not let them in the front. They also doubted that the suspect who stabbed the men and set the house on fire was around, preparing to strike. So, carefully, they circled to the back of the house.
Lafayette, please! See if you can get through that goddamn fence.
Hinges are coming this way.
Trying to get rid of the man.
And soon it began to look like they were stuck in a horror game, with some wrong doors and some right ones, with fire everywhere and a loose suspect hiding in the dark.
Lafayette, please! I hear something in there. I can hear.
Lafayette, please.
Please! No! Come to my boy!
So we started yelling in to try to get attention of anybody that may be inside.
Hey, come to my boy!
Get down on the ground and come towards our boys. Stay low.
Get out. Let fire do their job.
While they failed to get any response, the coughing investigators finally had to back down and wait for the fire to get in control before they tried saving Ron again. However, it was only later that firemen would tell them they never had the chance.
Hi, this is Gordon with a transfer of a possible DOA at Riverdale Road and McIntosh Farm.
Ron neither died of fire nor was stabbed to death. He was shot multiple times before the night of terror even began. With no apparent clues on who this wild suspect could be, it all depended on the story the burnt clues of the house could tell.
This crime scene was a little bit different because, in a fire, you're going to lose a lot of things. You're going to lose DNA, you're going to lose fingerprints. So we try to keep everything intact as best as possible to get the best evidence that we can send to the lab to help us put these pieces of this puzzle together.
The investigation team also found an L-shaped pore pattern of an ignitable substance. Shooting, stabbing, and setting the house on fire. It seemed a lot had happened in just one night, but fortunately for the investigators, that had left a lot of evidence.
Close to the bed was Ron's wallet with his driver's license through Indiana, and it had been gone through.
It was a mystery from the get-go. We didn't have anything to go by. We had evidence, but no suspects. It was a true whodunit.
Their best shot at uncovering the story was Jimmy, but with more than 29 stab wounds, he might not make it through. So the investigators rushed to get his statement before they lost their only witness forever.
So there was a very dire need to speak to him fast, in that if he had to go into surgery and did not make it through surgery.
You up that sweat? Somebody shot your landlord.
Lafayette 14. My secretary is saying that someone shot the landlord in the house that he was in with him. They could hear saying that the landlord was shot prior to the house catching on fire.
Jimmy would go on to tell them that he woke up to what sounded like firearms to him, but he opened the door to a sight much more disturbing.
So he opens up his door and looks towards Ron's room and sees an individual firing at Ron. And then when he surprised this individual, he fought for the gun.
In the middle of this fight, he wasn't sure exactly what happened. He thought he was being punched or hit, but it turned out he was being stabbed. He was able to get away, get back into his room, call 911, and as he's doing that, he's hearing some more shots, and then sees that there's flames and there's a fire, and he tries to get out of the house.
Detectives had no head start on who would want Ron Wiles dead. While asking around the neighborhood, they would get to know that Ron was known for helping people recovering from drug abuse, providing them shelter, and helping them get a job. Investigators wondered whether the intruder knew him more personally and had a reason to make sure the entire house, along with Ron, didn't see the sunrise. During these neighborhood inquiries, they found something that immediately got their attention. A neighbor claimed some of his interesting belongings were missing.
I had a 38 Rossi that's gone. I had a 48 Smith Wesson MP that's gone out of this one. I mean, we're carrying for personal protection. You
said you had a 38 Rossi. What color was it?
Black. Okay. Stub nose. It had a leather case made by Rossi and a tan case. You know, like a stand too. A hip holster thing. Oh yeah, my window.
Is that the only thing that was?
The only thing of any value.
Okay. Just other minor things that were taken as well?
Everything in my truck's been tossed. My glove box. Everything in my back seat was tossed around. Everything in this truck. I had 2 cartons of cigarettes in this truck that's gone. A cup full of change, gone.
It was highly possible the person who stole these guns ended up using them shortly after against Ron. But this wasn't all. There were a few more people around the neighborhood who had some missing items.
I got in my truck, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday morning, about 4 or 5 a.m. I was sitting there smoking a cigarette, let my truck warm up before I left for work. And I seen someone outside my truck. I seen somebody moving. So I rolled my window down, and it was Chris.
That was when?
It's been Monday or Tuesday. Okay. It was the day before my ashtray came up missing with all my change. Okay. That next day after I seen him that morning, I got the same routine, got in my truck, smoking a cigarette, let my truck warm up, and I've got a Bluetooth transmitter down plugged into the cigarette lighter right beside the ashtray. I reached down to turn it on, and I noticed all the silver, it catches my eye, it's gone. The whole ashtray was pulled out. Okay. Well, then I on the way to work, I got to feeling on my shifter, and I kept my grandfather's watch on my shifter, and I noticed it was gone. Well, when I got home from work that day, I got on Facebook.
And that was Monday?
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday, beginning of the week. I got on Facebook, and I was like, because he's not the brightest character. So I was like, yeah, maybe posted it online for sale. And boom, lo and behold, as soon as I typed it in, first picture, my grandfather's watch right there.
Who had it on for sale?
It's Chris and Amanda. They've got a joint Facebook.
Okay.
A couple sneaking around at night and stealing from parked vehicles was enough to raise suspicions. But if they were their suspects, it was hard to understand why they would also outdo themselves and escalate petty thefts to a very disturbing series of crimes against Ron. In a lucky stroke, detectives could find a personal connection between Ron and one of the thieves, Chris Johnson. They'd worked together in the past, and the end of it had been far from nice. And so, bringing Chris in became the first priority for the case right now.
Find Chris for his warrants, but more importantly, we wanted to interview him for what he knew and maybe what he had done at Ron's house. We located Chris in another one of Ron's rental houses up on South Street. It only took us, I think, around 12 to 24 hours to find him.
The investigators finally had their suspect and thought the case would soon be closed. But they were in for a surprise. What happened next was rare. Detectives were about to hear something they almost never do from someone sitting in the suspect's chair, especially in a case like this.
Aha!
Ron.
Ron? Who's Ron?
Ron Wiles, the owner of that building.
What building?
On 2700 South Street. He's a landlord / subcontractor.
Okay, so I guess, so he's your landlord basically at 2700, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You do work for him?
Yeah.
What kind of work?
Cleanup, demolition, tree trimming.
There were two interesting things at play with Chris's opening lines. He brought up the conversation himself, and he was talking about him in the present tense. Either he was ready for this interview, or the situation is taking a different path than expected.
Well, so I did talk to some of the other detectives that have been at the house, and it was not looking good for Ron. Doesn't look like he made it.
What the fuck?
So that's part of this issue. Of why we're asking you guys these questions and talking to people, neighbors, and that kind of stuff.
And I know the fire was intentionally set.
Yeah, because there's some other things that go on that were involved, I guess, with the fire.
No, but yeah, I would do it again.
Not only did Chris react pretty shocked to the news, it was all an emotional downhill for him from there. The kind of attachment one doesn't expect to see from an employer and their employee.
So with that being said, and again, this is just part of my job, but you didn't have anything to do with the fire. You wouldn't have hurt Ron.
Hurt him, he dead?
You wouldn't have hurt him in any way with any type of weapon or anything like that? Okay.
Instant tears, very upset, didn't really want to believe what I was telling him, you know, and very adamant that he did not have anything to do with Ron being
Chris's reaction was strange, especially since he already knew he was going to jail one way or another. However, the silence for his grief and what the detectives say next makes it sound like they were open to believing him.
He wasn't a bad dude. He always helped me through my whole life.
Do you know anybody that would have want to hurt him or see him?
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's what we're trying to figure out here, Chris. Do you have any?
When Chris recomposed himself,
Wow.
detectives would go on to extract some leads out of him. And this was perhaps the beginning of the disturbing details they were about to uncover in the remaining half of the investigation.
People have been mad at Ron in the last year. Let's see. People have been mad at Ron in the last year.
Well, maybe let's narrow that down to like last couple months.
Rick Jim got into it. He kicked Andy Alcorn off his property.
But were these recently?
Andy Alcorn was, recently. Like less than,
What was their issue?
This interview had left investigators with two names who recently had a confrontation with Ron, and the mystery was just beginning. Now, finding them wasn't just important, it was urgent because one of them could be their killer. And just like that, one of the names, Richard Stevenson, was found, not in some shady hideout, not halfway across the state, but already under arrest. He was in the local hospital.
just based on his prior history of multiple arrests for multiple things.
He was finally ready to talk to the police, and what he said answered almost all the questions the police had been wrestling with since the beginning. Almost.
We didn't have no food in our house, and he didn't have enough work. He wasn't work that day. He said, "This is all I can do. I'm not going to see when your son and wife go hungry." But he went out and bought us like almost $80 worth of groceries and gave me $20 to be able to get back for things. Ron was a good guy, man. I really do that. He didn't really tell me that. Neither did his roommate either.
He told them Ron was a great person, the kind of a man who believed in second chances, sometimes to people who didn't even deserve them. According to him, he had nothing to do with what went down that night. Not the shooting, not the stabbing, not the fire. But he did have something the police had been looking for all along.
He's just $35 right now going to get his old lady out of jail. Swear to God, he kept saying every day, "I'm gonna rob him."
That he was talking about robbing him on Saturday?
Yeah, that's the day that it happened.
What was his exact words?
He said, "I'm gonna rob this fat son, go get my wife out of jail."
And that son of a was Ron?
Yes.
And then to get his wife out of jail?
His wife died. His wife died, but his girlfriend was in jail.
Okay. So to get his girlfriend out of jail?
Yes, his girlfriend. I didn't even say his wife, because his wife was died. His wife died previously, a couple days before that. The old lady got arrested. And Ron kicked him out of the day houses he had. I kicked him off the property. I asked when he was saying, I'm gonna rob his son. He kept saying, Saturday, I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna get him on Saturday right after he collects all his rent money, kill his son.
A name came up, Andrew Alcorns. According to Richard, he was the one who needed bail money for his girlfriend. That was how it all began. Whether that was the truth or just a name thrown into the fire, it was enough to give the investigators a direction.
When did you talk to him? When did he say that?
He said that once. Ron's place.
When was the last time he said it?
Probably about a week before Ron got killed. I mean, it just makes sense to me. It was a Saturday.
He's saying he's gonna kill him, and
it was a Saturday that it all happened.
So he said, I'm gonna go kill Ron to go get money to get his girlfriend out of jail.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He said he was gonna kill Ron because he needed $1,000 to get his old lady out of jail.
Gotcha.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
The Nissan Summer Sales event is going on now at Valley High Nissan! Enjoy huge savings on Nissan's Frontiers, Altimas, Rogues, and more!
Lease a new Nissan Rogue SV for only $301 a month, or buy one at 0% APR. Or buy a new Nissan Aria, also at a low 0% APR.
Don't miss Nissan's Summer Sales event going on now at Valley High Nissan! 15 freeway at the Roy Rogers exit.
Andrew Alcorns wasn't a new name to police. He was someone they already knew, and not for the right reasons.
Alcorns is kind of one of those guys that's just a little out there, volatile, I guess. We found out that Andrew Alcorns and Paige both had been kicked out of one of Ron's apartments, and she had been arrested in a different county a couple days prior.
The fact that the same name came up from two different people in two completely different situations meant one thing. The police were on the right track. Andrew was already dealing with legal troubles in other cities. Things were getting out of hand. He wasn't just a suspect anymore. He was starting to look dangerous, and they needed to get him. Police found out that Paige, Andrew's girlfriend, was bailed out, and she was no longer behind bars. But it wouldn't be long before they would cross paths with her.
I got the information about her arrest and just kind of what had happened. I asked if I could have copies or access to their jail phone system so that I could listen to any jail phone calls that were previously made. On the recordings from that county, there were phone calls from Paige to Andrew Alcorns.
As police listened in on Paige's and Andrew's jail conversation, the pieces started to fall into place. Paige's one question answered everything.
How much you gotta get still?
300.
Still gotta get. I thought you only had a couple hundred left earlier.
I do, Paige. I ain't been able to get nothing.
Oh no, baby.
I'm trying my hardest, man.
I'm not getting out tonight, huh?
I'm gonna try, girl.
Why didn't you ask Ron last night?
What?
I said, why didn't you ask Ron last night? Andy, I'm not gonna make it in here. Do you realize that?
Paige, I'm trying my absolute hardest. I swear to God.
Everything Richard said made sense now. Andrew said nothing about that night on the call because he didn't want to, and that said everything.
Once we learned what we learned from Paige and Andy's phone call, we thought that the financial resource that Ron would provide for Paige to get out of jail was absolutely a motive for this crime.
The police had no doubts left. Andrew was their prime suspect, and now they just had to catch him to get the full story.
We need to find this guy quickly because he could be a potential threat. He could do something else now. I mean, he's kind of running amok, and his world is starting to slowly crash in on him.
After the long wait, the news they'd been hunting for finally arrived.
Later, we learned that Andrew and Paige were barricaded inside this apartment in Dayton, Ohio. The Dayton Police Department surrounded the house. They had assembled their SWAT team and their negotiating team. We know him to be volatile. We know him to have guns. And so I wasn't completely sure that we would arrive and Alcorns or Paige would still be alive by the time I got there.
Andrew and his girlfriend Paige barricaded themselves inside a house in Ohio. It was clear they weren't planning to come out easily. They were preparing for a standoff.
Dayton SWAT team and a suspect now in its 9th hour. SWAT officers fired several dozen tear gas canisters into an apartment here on Arnold Place near Salem Avenue, trying to force the people to come outside. News Center 7's Mike Campbell brought us the very latest at 5 o'clock. He is still on scene with what has happened over the last hour. Mike.
Well, James, we can tell you that there's been a general downgrade in the frequency of tear gas canisters and concussion grenades being fired into the house, although you hear some right now. The other thing that has changed is in the last half hour, the SWAT team members have moved a truck that was parked further back on the grass right up against the building, and they are continuing to look for at least one person that's still in an apartment with shattered windows.
Andrew refused to back down, and the situation was getting worse by the minute.
As we're driving to Ohio, I'm, on the phone, text messages with the negotiators, and they're like, yeah, we have the throw phone in the house. We can see 2 people moving, but they're firing rounds at our officers. Our officers have fired back.
Once we learned the standoff situation and the SWAT team being activated and gas being inserted into the home, obviously my concern is, the police, because this individual we knew was dangerous, was also on drugs, so we weren't sure what was going to happen. Either he could shoot one of the officers or shoot Paige. We were concerned that this was not going to end well.
The situation wasn't slowing. It was only getting more intense.
At some point, Alcorn's gun had jammed and given Paige the opportunity to basically flee the apartment. Once Paige was able to flee, get to safety, the APD was getting ready to make a dynamic entry into the building. They heard another shot.
After 11 hours of standoff, police finally went inside and discovered what they had already feared.
They found Andrew in the closet with what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound, but he did not die.
The apartment was searched. Semi-automatic handgun was located along with ammunition, and there was drugs and drug paraphernalia also located.
Police brought Paige in for questioning, determined to get answers and see if she could shed light on what really happened that night.
We asked her specifically about the possibility and the capabilities of Andrew killing Ron, and she did say that he was and had been doing a lot of drugs and was pretty much an unstable person at this point.
Next, police tried to question Andrew, but he refused to cooperate or even meet with them. Then the DNA results from the headphones found at the scene came back, directly linking Andrew to the crime.
Based on everything that we had, the evidence, the statements, his actions, we did believe that at this point, Andrew Alcorns was our suspect.
Andrew Alcorns was charged with the murder of Ron Wiles and the attempted murder of Jimmy Knights. He agreed to a plea deal and was sentenced to 70 years. Paige pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence and received a 1-year sentence for her role in the standoff.
Based on all the information that we'd had, what we believe happened is Ron had money. Andrew did go and ask Ron for some money to bond out Paige. Didn't go the way that he wanted it to go. So Andrew decided, I'm gonna take this into my own hands. Shots were fired. He didn't anticipate that there was gonna be a third person in Jimmy Knight. There was a fight, a confrontation. He stabbed Mr. Knight several times, thinking probably that he killed him. And so now he's freaking out because he just shot a guy, maybe stabbed a guy to death. What do? I'm gonna set the house on fire.
With Andrew sentenced and Paige held accountable, the case was officially closed. But what stayed behind was the story of a man who had tried to help and the people who took advantage of it. Ron Wiles didn't die because he made a mistake. He died because someone he trusted made a choice.
To be remembered as the person that he truly was. The kind-hearted person that would help other people down on their luck, regardless of their social status.
I think Ron did trust people too much. He just felt that there was good in everyone. Old, young, it didn't matter. Ron felt like there was good in all people.
Shippers are strapped for time and resources. They need effective tools to analyze data and identify opportunities in their network. Enter CapacID, a comprehensive productivity platform.
Crazy story. Oh shit, I'm on belt.
No, please don't get.
Listen, I think at some point we need to realize that somebody has to take accountability for what they did.
I already
Right. So instead of him covering for you, somebody's got to get in trouble tonight.
Bye!
On November 24th, 2024 in Ohio, police were dispatched to a domestic dispute, where they arrived to find a man with several scratch marks on his neck, appearing as if he had been choked.
21. Can you update the 31 to apartment 201? So please open the door.
My bad. I'm just trying to clean the house a little bit.
Do that, man.
What's up? Go over there.
What's going on? Come over here. Over here.
Go over there.
I got the ring camera right there, I ain't gonna lie.
That's fine, go over there.
What's going on? Nothing. I'm gonna be right here though just because of the camera.
We got cameras too.
I know.
We all got cameras.
I've been here, bro. You know.
Okay, so what's going on?
Nothing.
Something going on. Step over here. I said step over here, man.
Yeah, but why you going to my house?
Step up over here.
My fault.
Okay.
Yo, you got a cage for this dog?
No, I don't. I ain't telling you to go to my house either.
Well, we don't need a reason to go in at this point. I got the dog. Come here.
No, we was arguing. Like what? That's all that happened.
Something happened more than just arguing. You got fresh scratches and scratches on your face.
I don't have fresh scratches. Gave him a bath today. You can smell them. I don't have fresh scratches, but we argued.
Do you think it's my first time? Step out. Do you think this is my first time doing this?
But she probably scared because I ain't telling him anyway.
You think it's our first time?
I know it's not. That's what I'm saying.
So them scratches on your face are very fresh.
Ma'am!
Keep it real with me and just
I'm
tell me what
already
happened.
in, bro. This ain't your first time here.
Exactly.
She's been here multiple times. That's what I'm saying.
So what happened tonight?
We argued. That's it. Tonight.
So it was no physical. So you got scratches on your neck,
I'm
all
telling
over
you,
your arm.
bro.
You breathing hard. You doing
Because y'all just scared the f out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't hear me call your name? Ma'am, can you stand up? I heard you yelling already when I was standing outside of the door. So I already know you faking. So what's going on? Stand up.
Okay. Friday late.
Stand up.
Okay. Oh, alright, man. I'm trying to lay down to go to
Tier 10.
What's going on?
Because we got into a
Tier 10. Tier 10. 300K from that, that's so bad. You want Lululemon, huh? I'm in the trance spot. Alright, guys. We're gonna switch over to reactions, so you guys in a minute. I'm not gonna go